All right. Welcome back. Another week of the Rough Rigs podcast.
We're here.
We're here.
And we've got a big episode.
Big episode.
We got
Footy's back, so
NRL,
UFC,
cricket, India,
yeah,
England,
baseball,
and of course the Aussies. Plenty to talk about, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's get straight on to our drink of the week, eh? I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty. So I'm a bit of a lazy fucker today. I was driving home from work. I had to fill up, so fuck it. I just haven't seen this before. New flavour, I'm guessing. Prime hydration, flavour freeze. So that's what it looks like. Sort of like an ice block, one of those old school.
You're a bit late to the Prime party.
Yeah, I am. No, we've tried one before.
The ship sailed well and truly, I think.
You don't like it?
I haven't had this one, but
I think we've tried it.
I've tried
it's like cordial.
The other ones, it's shit.
But
yeah,
look,
it's just like a shit Powerade.
I had to fill up. I'm sorry. I wanted to get another Bilson's, but my next turn I will. All right, let's try it.
It tastes like that medicine, yeah.
Yeah, the red medicine.
Yeah, that's awful.
The cough syrup, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not great.
That's well and truly awful.
I swear they've got one similar to that already. No? Cherry?
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's a bit lighter on, but it still tastes like medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that a good 3.
That's generous.
Again, I mean, you can't really give it a 0.5 because you hated that. Like, you hated
I hate this, though. That's...
But on a hate scale from last week?
Yeah, I'll give that a 2.
Yeah, I'll
give it a 2.
You fucking despise your drink last week. That's our drink of the week. If you don't like red cough medicine, I'd say don't have it.
Yeah.
But if you do...
Oh, well, if you're a cough medicine fan, this is the one for you.
Do you have anyone that actually loves cough medicine? I have a cousin, when she was younger, she could drink at that shit, like proper straight. Sicko.
That's fucked.
You know who you are. I'm not going to shout you out. You're from Melbourne, though. So fuck you. No, I love you. I love you.
That's awful. That is, yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on. Shall we talk red balls, wooden bats?
You want to get on to the cricket?
I think we should start with the cricket. Since it's the end of the season. We're officially, sadly, we're done.
We're done.
And it breaks my heart a bit. Let's start with the baseball arenas and the Indians.
Yeah.
India win again.
They do.
No shock.
Who saw that coming?
Absolutely smashed them.
Ben Stokes will be disappointed because he was trying to win this one.
Yeah.
He came out and said,
"Yeah,
we're going to win this one."
It's good to see he only wanted to win the last one,
but couldn't do it. So,
I like how he decides the 5th and final test. We'll try to win it.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. Good from your captain of your country. Very good.
Shame he can't bat though. Loves a review.
He loves sooking about any dismissal he gets. Sort of like Smith.
Yes.
He's getting into that Smith territory.
He is.
Like Smith is the king of being confused when he gets bowled or plum LB'd or caught behind. He's getting close to that level. So I think they scored 126 in the first innings and then India just fucking wiped the floor with them.
Yeah. He came out and said something else as well, Ben Stokes. He's like, a lot of other teams, they come over here and get smashed, but we've been real competitive.
I agree with one sentiment in that statement. They've been competitive, but they've still got smashed.
Have they?
Yes.
They lost by an innings.
I know, but they've been competitive.
They lost by an innings. They
lost
by 400 runs. It was India's biggest ever total or biggest ever victory by runs.
In 100 and something years.
They lost 4-1. So I don't see the competitiveness there.
Look, I agree with the competitiveness at parts of most games. Yeah, they have, but then they just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. If you're an England fan, you must be just sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with us? They're coming 8th out of 10th in the World Test Championship with Sri Lanka, who played 2 tests behind them.
Yeah.
Because they've only played 2 tests. Like, they suck.
This baseball is just, it's not working.
Is it India series without Shubman Gill posting a shirtless pic?
He loves it, doesn't he?
He loves getting his rig out. Shubman, this is going straight to you. You'll never be a part of the Rough Rigs family with a rig like that.
Nah.
That's not attractive. Put it away.
Put it away.
No one wants to see it.
No.
The last time it was seen, Travis Head scored winning runs
Yeah,
and ruined the nation's day.
that's it.
But yeah, England suck. Let's get him.
What about Bairstow? Bairstow and Gill.
Bairstow and Gill having a bit of a chin wag.
Yeah.
I like that. To be fair, Bairstow, he was a bit funny.
It was funny. He
Do you roughly remember what was being said?
yeah. So Bairstow came out. Gill was having a go at Anderson, telling him he should retire. I think when Gill was batting, and then Anderson got him out next ball after he's already scored 100.
Quite easily too.
Yeah. So anyway, Bairstow came out to the crease, and then he's just like, Gill, what'd you say to Jimmy yesterday? And then Gill was just like, I told him he should retire.
Straight to the point.
No mucking around. He's not scared of the big ginger.
Is anyone? Like, really?
Yeah, he's not the most threatening. He tries to be, doesn't he?
He sounds threatening, and then you see him, you're like, oh, it's just Bairstow.
And then, yeah, Bairstow turns around and then he's just like, yeah, what happened? Got you out next ball, didn't he? And then Gill's like, yeah, after I got 100, so what? And then Gill's like, how many hundreds have you scored this tour? And then Bairstow turns around, oh, how many hundreds have you scored ever? And, come on, Bairstow.
How many has Bairstow scored?
Not many.
Like 5 or 6 maybe?
I think he's actually got a few, but
He's played 100 tests.
Yeah,
so you'd think so.
yeah.
Gill's already got 2.
I think he's got about 10, maybe.
I think Gill would probably be about 6 now already.
Yeah,
I dare say.
In what, like 25 games?
I mean, he got 2 this series.
Yeah.
So
just, settle down, Bairstow.
You're a wanker.
Yeah. Keep eating your pies, mate.
Yeah, plenty of them. Get some haircuts for free like Carey did, and you might score some runs.
Yeah. And then he just looks like a sook. Like,
yeah, I think
the crowd was giving it to him a bit, and then he turns around and looks like he was almost in tears.
I think the end might be coming for Mr. Bairstow.
I think it's got to.
In the
I don't see
team.
Like unless his picture's a keeper, which he can't keep anyway.
It's sort of a waste having him as a batsman.
He's not that good of a batsman.
I mean, he's great at home. But you don't get judged on your home performances. It's when you go away.
Folks really impressed me, his keeping.
Oh,
his batting at times, he looked good, and then he just kind of throws his wicket away playing a stupid shot.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't really know if that's like part of the Bazball thing. It doesn't look like his game.
I think he's just trying to play normal, and he just
They just don't have the patience. They have no patience.
Zero patience.
That's their biggest problem. They've got no ability to just kind of hang around and get through the tough periods. Yep. They just,
Like Ollie Pope scores one of the greatest scores I've ever seen in India, ever. And then the rest of the series.
Well, that's what won him the first game. It was just him scoring a double 100.
Yeah. And then for the rest of the series, he's doing the same shit and just getting out to good balls. Very good balls. Oh, well.
Anyway, fuck England.
Fuck England. We'll talk about the good match.
The good one,
We versed the brothers, the cousins, whatever you want to call them. The Kiwis.
The Kiwis. The sheep shaggers.
Plenty of stick from the Kiwi fans, so I like it. It's enjoyable.
It's good, fun banter when it's with them, isn't it?
There's no lines crossed.
Yeah.
There's a few Sonny Bill Williams heads getting about, and I'm okay with that. That's all right. I think they forgot that Warner may have retired.
Yeah.
A bit slow on the media coverage there. But anyway.
They're a bit behind over there, aren't they?
They are. Let's just skip to the chase. Australia were in strife. Big strife in the 4th innings of that test.
Yeah.
We were 5 for 40. 4 for 40. It was shit. We shouldn't have won. We had Big Mitch Marsh at the crease.
Yeah.
And we had Carey. They finished the day. They looked all right. They didn't give any chances.
It was Marsh and Head.
Marsh and Head, sorry.
Yeah.
Head. Yes, sorry. And then Head gets out. I think he scored 38.
No, I don't think he got that many.
I forget. Paraphrasing here. Carey walks out. There is just pressure mounting on Carey at this point. Hasn't scored in a long time. And what's he do? He fucking rides the gauntlet and gets us home.
Yep, 98 not out.
That was impressive.
Cummins hates him though, doesn't he?
I think so. It does seem that way.
He tried. The whole over is trying to get it through for 4. No effort to block it out or leave it. Just, nah,
Well, New Zealand are quite petty. They brought everyone up when Cummins got on a strike saying, take it.
Yeah.
Have it.
But, in all fairness, the win is what matters.
The win's more important. Yeah.
I don't think Carey really cares. I don't think any Australian would care.
He didn't look like he cared,
no.
to be honest.
Well, he came out afterwards. He's like, I wanted him to take the runs. I didn't want to strike.
He doesn't care, to be honest.
Would have been interesting. I would have loved to see this in India, where like a batsman on 98 at the other end, and just see the fallout, because they're very big on their individual stats. I feel like they're
as an Indian batsman or as an Australian Indian batsman. Yeah, I feel like our culture is like just win.
It's all about winning.
Just winning. Yeah, 100%.
Doesn't matter who scores the runs. If you get 100, great. But
yeah, it's about winning. Carey was fucking thrilled.
Yeah, when
he was walking off, he was thrilled.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if an Indian batsman did it.
Yeah,
whether there'd be. Yeah, because you see, like Virat, for instance, in the World Cup, I think he got
400,
90 something in one of the games, and looked like he was distraught after hitting the winning runs. Yeah, because he needed 6 for his 100, I think, and he got 4.
He got 4.
And finished on must have been 98, and he just was distraught.
They're big about.
You've just won the game.
I know they're big about legacies and shit, but that innings will be remembered for a long time. For Carey's, like the next 35 innings that Carey's plays,
and the pressure that was on
brought
him.
Up. Oh, huge.
Yeah,
media across
the pressure,
the world.
The pressure on him personally, but the pressure in the game scenario. Like if he got out, it was all over.
Yeah, and that was the first catch he dropped in a long time.
Yeah,
so they're going to bring up the drop chance. Yeah. They're going to bring up not scoring.
Yeah.
So I'm more than thrilled for Carey. Like I love Carey. I think personally he's our best clubman, but. That's me. I'm a bowler. So, I know. I just think with spinners, he's fucking amazing.
His glove work's certainly improved a lot. I think there's better glovemen in the country, but I think as a keeper bat, I think he deserves to be in the team.
100%. He's an opener.
Yeah.
And he's happy to bat 7. You wouldn't get many blokes, I could imagine, that have the ability to open red ball cricket that are happy to play 7.
Oh, I think most would. If you're playing for your country, you bat anyway.
I don't know. There's some pride there. Like, look at Smith. He wants the opening spot. Bit of ego. Like, he's not going to let that go now.
Yeah.
So, we won. I'm surprised. I'll take it. That young Sears, he looks a good bowler.
Bit of Dale Steyn about him, I reckon.
Yeah, he's got that. Did you see when he comes in?
Yeah.
He comes in mean. Yeah. Like, he's looking at you.
He's got the crazy eyes.
When he adapts to the game quickly. When he was bowling too short, I think Southey said, pitch it up, and he just instantaneously straight up into there, Carey scored that off that short one just over the top, so he went for it again, and it just missed Glenn Phillips's hands. Like, I respect that. He goes after the game.
Yeah.
As a young person, it's good. It's exciting.
Big drop, though. Rachin Ravinder.
Mitch Marsh gave him probably the easiest catch he might receive in his career.
Yeah.
And he's just spilt it. And it's cost them the game, really. Like, if you get Stark in there that time when Marsh was on, I want to say...
No, it was just before Head got out, so it would have been Carey coming in with Head still batting, but then Head probably doesn't bat.
Wasn't it just you on the day?
It was the ball before Head got out.
Ah, okay. But still.
Yeah.
I think Marsh was on...
Not too many.
Yeah, 30. Like, he was in his 30s somewhere. Yeah. I remember it was around the 30s because they were talking about him taking the game away.
Yeah.
Drops it, and, he just took over. Yeah. Marsh really just took over from that point. Scored a quick 80. Really put the bowlers back under attack.
Yeah.
Great game. Great win. I don't know how the fuck they keep doing it.
It was a thrilling game, though. Really. It
was awesome.
Edge of your seat kind of stuff, which is nice.
I was watching the TV just stressing. Every ball that Carey would face, every ball that Marsh would face, I was stressing. I was like, holy fuck. And I was just going after the game. I was just rotating the strike, constantly ticking the scoreboard over. So, great win by the Aussies. Can we just fucking win a game easily for once? Just once.
Just one.
I mean, I enjoy the close games.
Now it's a long wait, though, till we play Test cricket again. Not till next summer, I think, against the Indians.
10 months. So, you're right. Next summer.
So, I think we've got the Indian series, and then we've got an away tour to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Before the World Test Championships.
Correct, which you dare say would be against India.
Yeah.
It was a 3-horse race up until this last game. Yeah. And I don't think New Zealand have many test matches is coming.
No,
So
I think they're pretty much out now. Yeah.
it's obviously India's locked.
Yeah.
They've won all their games by one. And I think we just need to win one more to guarantee it. So you'd think we'd get at least one there somewhere.
I think, there's 7 games remaining. I think we've got to win 4 of them to absolutely guarantee it. But it should get away with
other results. Yeah. Yep. Anyways, that's cricket.
That's cricket.
And for all those who hate cricket, you'll be happy now. That's probably it for a while.
That's it. Well, we've got the World Cup coming up.
Are we really going to review the IPL? Nah.
Well, at least Perry did well.
Oh, hitting cars and...
Yeah, hitting cars. She took 6 for last night.
Taking a 6 for 15 and...
6 for and then got 40 not out.
Yeah.
So,
fuck, she's good.
She's very good.
She's so good.
Anyway, let's move on to the footy now, eh? Because footy's back, and that's what people care about,
I'm the greatest tipper on this podcast.
Yeah, good on you.
Sorry, had to.
Let's go through the games. Knights Raiders.
What the fuck is all I can say?
I don't think anyone's seen that coming.
Nah.
Maybe except for Ricky Stewart.
Did you see what Ricky put in the dressing rooms? Fuck him.
Fuck him. Hey, straight to the point.
It worked. The Knights were playing touch footy.
Yeah. I don't know what to take out of this game, whether it was the Raiders being good or the Knights just shit.
I think the Raiders played round 1 footy perfectly.
Yes.
Run it hard. Finish your sets.
I think Knights tried to kind of pick up from where they left off.
100%.
And it was just...
Didn't work for them.
Whereas Raiders, they were willing to be tough. It's what you expect from Ricky Stewart team.
100%.
Like, they're going to be tough. They're going to try and play hard. They don't have the ability or the skill set to create something out of nothing. But they're just going to get through the work.
100%, I agree.
Wait for mistakes and then capitalise on them. And that's exactly what they did.
I think the Knights just need to play footy. Dane Gagai looked great and Tyson Frizzell looked great. And they were the only 2 that played regular footy for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's panic stations there. I think it's just nerves. I think a bit of media attention got the best of them for once. They've never had this, the Knights are going to be a top 8
now.
Yeah, so Ponga was poor, but I think he'll come into it.
Yeah.
He usually is poor to start the year and he's a builder.
Yeah.
He likes to build a resume.
Look at last year. He started pretty poor until halfway through the season, then just turned it on. Yeah.
Shout out to Morgan Smithies. He deserves a shout out.
He was very good.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
And my man.
And he just fits in with the Raiders culture. He just gets through his work. He's not fancy, but he'll get through his tackles. He'll get through his hit-ups.
Yep. Just his support play too. He's just been tackled. He plays the ball.
Yeah.
And he's already supporting a half break.
He had a HIA early. I think if he didn't do that, he'll play 80 minutes
100%,
next week.
100%.
Or most weeks. So
until Big Red comes back, I dare say he's playing 80.
Yeah.
He's fit enough. So why not?
Yeah. No, he really impressed me.
And shout out to the halfback, the man that went missing from the Raiders many weeks ago.
Fogarty.
He kicked the fucking legs off that ball.
Yeah.
800 kick meters, I believe. And I think that's what won him the game. Good kicks, good kick pressure. That's it.
Well, that's it. The Newcastle halves,
very poor.
I thought were quite poor. Gamble and Hastings,
Gamble especially. He had a really bad night.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. They kind of just threw the ball to Ponga and hope for the best.
100%. That's what it looked like. Anyways,
Frizzell looked good.
Oh, he looked awesome.
But that's what you're going to get from him. Kai Pearce-Paul as well. He was really good. I think he'll find he's starting this week.
He's starting this week, so he'll be good.
I dare say in probably 6 weeks' time, he'll be starting
regularly,
consistently.
100%.
Because I think he's just in there this week just because of the HIA to, I don't know who it was.
Dylan Lucas. Yeah. But I think he's got a Hemi too, dude. I think he's done more than just the HIA because he was on the ground reeling. Anyways, go the Raiders.
Yeah. Up the milk, eh?
The boys are on fire, dude. Sharks Warriors. What do you think?
This was a strange game because the Warriors in that first 20 minutes looked like they were going to win 50-0. I tipped the Warriors and I was very confident after 20 minutes. I thought, here we go. One in the bag.
I was sitting there very sad 20 minutes in.
You as a Sharkies fan,
that was awesome.
You would have given up hope. Just about.
There were a few words said while watching, but we won't get into what was said.
But the Sharks, to their credit,
they hung around.
They hung around. They just were willing to grind it out And they got there in the end, but I don't know how. I still
That
don't
was
know
our
how.
best defensive performance I've seen since 2016.
Yeah.
No joke. That's
Yeah.
the best I've ever seen us defend.
I don't know how they kept them to 12-0. It should have been, after 20 minutes, should have been 24-30-0, the way the Warriors were just rolling through it.
100%. Wade Egan and Big Boppers up front,
Yeah.
any of their
Fanua
full-pack.
Blake
Fanua Blake
was
especially.
outstanding.
They were winning the ruck,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It was 100% Warriors in the ruck. 60 minutes, Sharks just defended their dicks off and I guess played round one footy.
Yeah.
Just kicked to the corners, waited for some pressure. And then
Warriors made a few mistakes.
100%. Bit of Sifa-Talakai brilliance with both of those tries.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's down to Sifa, really. He fucking, down his edge, he won us the game when you really think of it. So, big game next week.
Yeah.
Excited.
Storm Panthers, I really enjoyed watching this.
This was awesome. I don't care that it was 8-0. This was fucking awesome.
It wasn't the prettiest of footy. There was a lot of
drops.
It was quite clunky, the attack, but defensively it was outstanding. The intensity was high. It was
hectic.
It felt like not a round one game.
It was a finals game in round one. It was hectic.
Yeah.
So good.
The defense of both teams, I think, really impressive. It's going to be very hard. Like
100%.
Melbourne, they scored one try off a kick. Like, you can't really take much away. Like, realistically, it could have been 0-0.
It 100% could have been 0-0. On a different day, different night, it's 0-0.
Yeah. Panthers, they had one try disallowed for an obstruction. A bit of controversy about that.
It was a weird one, but I'm okay with it.
I think it was an obstruction.
If they stick with that rule, I'm cool with it.
Well, it's like you've never been able to run behind a player, so if they're consistent with that, then
100%.
Then that's cool. But they're not going to be. It's going to create a lot of frustration from the NRL community.
100%.
When you have decisions that are just not consistent. Like, that's what pisses fans off. If you can be consistent 100%. With it, fans will understand. They'll get around it.
They'll deal with it.
But when it's different week from week, even within the same round, game to game, it's annoying. But anyway, that's what it is. It's the NRL.
Taylor May was a standout for me in this one.
He was very good.
He was electric.
He just didn't
make
really
things happen.
Like, he didn't look like he scored that well. Like, he didn't.
His base.
He didn't make any line. He
made two line breaks that were electric. Just quick.
He didn't score any tries. He didn't look like he was, but he just fucking ran hard.
Yeah.
Tackle breaks galore.
He was on fire.
Yeah.
Exciting times for the Panthers. Just to let everyone know, do not write the fucking Panthers off.
Oh no, they're going to come back.
And as a joke to my mum and dad, I said, I feel bad for the team versus them next week. And Mum goes, yeah, fucking, they're going to kill whoever it is. And we had a giggle. Mum's like, oh, I've just looked up who it is. I said, oh, yeah? Who is it? He goes, who is it? She goes, oh, the Eels. And Dad just shook his head. Poor Dad. He was not in the mood to see that.
Yeah.
So good luck to the Eels next week.
Let's go on to the Eels. Eels Bulldogs.
Yeah.
It's hard to take much away from this. Parramatta looked very good.
They look good.
Again, they play really good round one footy. They held the ball.
Coached by Brad Arthur. What do you expect? They're going to play good footy most weeks.
Held the ball. They ran hard. They dominated the middle third.
It was the forwards. Had
all the possession. Yeah, forwards dominated. Cartwright was outstanding. Yeah. Junior Paulo was really good when he came on. Regan Campbell-Gillard was solid. Hopgood,
I'm excited for next week. It's hard to say anything about this game because
I thought Bulldogs defended pretty well.
They did,
to be honest,
for periods.
With the amount of ball that Parramatta had, they seemed to keep them out, turn them away. And it was hot. It was hot conditions. It was over 30 degrees, I think.
Still, the Bulldogs forwards need to be better.
Oh yeah,
they need to be better for the. Why are the backs making more meters?
Yeah.
Than your forwards early in the game, especially early. I don't care about late. Fair enough. Late,
Kraz, Crichton, they were really good out of their own end.
Unreal.
But yeah, the forwards just
couldn't get nothing. They couldn't move. Reid Marnie had nothing.
Yeah,
he had no influence in the game. Zero.
Lussick was good for Parramatta.
Very good.
Out of dummy half. Gave good ball. Defended well.
He did. Good 40-20.
Really nice 40-20. Really nice. At a good time too.
So, look, I hope the Bulldogs can get better.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for the Parramatta Eels next week to see what they can really do.
Yeah. Hey, I think if Parramatta can play that, it'll be a really good game against
100%,
Penrith.
100%.
Mitch Moses, though. It didn't look good.
I think he's lying about that. He's got a bit of a groin.
The club's come out and said he's good to go. He didn't look good though.
I dare say he'll be strapped up like the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
Look, I hope he's telling the truth, but he was grabbing that groin for a long time, and he did not look comfortable for the rest of the game. Sort of.
I mean, the good news is he stayed on the field. Like, it was that bad.
It was warm.
He would have gone off.
100%.
So yeah, hopefully it's just like a little precautionary kind of thing, just a little niggle.
Yep.
That kind of fixes itself in a week.
Yep. Let's hope so.
But yeah, Bulldogs, they were poor.
Great.
There's signs of improvement. I think they're better than what they were last year. But
Toby Sexton. In the side. For fuck's sake.
He looked really good. He looked good in New South Wales Cup as well. I watched him there, and he performed really well.
No organisation when they needed it.
Yeah.
The odd time they had the ball in your 20, there was no direction on what the fuck was happening. When the ball went to Stephen Crichton, there was direction.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
But that's where Sexton, he really just straightens up the attack.
Yeah. He may not run you 100 metres, but he'll fucking tell everyone to get in the right spot.
So
please, I'm begging Bulldogs fans.
Yeah.
I hope it gets better.
I dare say in a couple of weeks he'll be 100%. Rushed into the team.
If they don't win the first 3 games, it's not good.
Yeah. The Titans Dragons. The Dragons, what a performance, eh?
Yeah, the Red V called it. I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was going to be 28 to 4, but
as soon as Foran got
beautiful.
Foran got ruled out with an hour to go, I changed my tips everywhere to the Dragons.
Mate, if you want to change your tip on the rough rig, just comment down below.
No.
Because I'll give it to...
lock it in. We'll lock it in. Lock it in at the start of the week. Let's see what it is.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping for you to...
No.
Because I get that. But I just knew the Dragons were going to pump.
Yeah. But
not this bad, but pump the...
Dragons were super impressive.
Their forwards were on fucking fire.
Forwards were great. Lomax was outstanding. That's the best I've seen him ever play,
100%. And he still wants to leave, so that's cool.
Sloan was very good. He was...
Hat-trick.
He was outstanding. I talked a lot of shit about Sloan, but...
he's listened.
He was good.
Said, fuck you, Will.
So, very good indeed. 3 tries. Look, he didn't create much, but outstanding support play.
He was Ryan Pappenhausen.
Yeah.
He was there every single time.
So I can't talk too much rubbish about him. He did well.
He did.
Titans were awful.
Dreadful. They might have been the worst performing team of the round.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me to say from what I saw from the Bulldogs.
And the Dolphins.
They were even worse. I think Titans were...
they were not good.
Tino Fasul-Malaawi was the only one that I could give a shining light to.
Yeah.
Seriously, the only player.
Again, it's hard to take too much away, whether this is the Dragons really just turning a corner and being outstanding, or whether it was the Titans just being awful.
I'm not big on the Titans.
Lost a few of their key players, Foreign. They obviously don't have David Fifita. They don't have Campbell. So...
Yeah, but a lot of teams have injuries. I'm sick of that excuse. Like,
they are, 3 of their best 4 players.
I mean, they didn't have Laurie. They didn't have Leilua. Like, they've got some key players out there. Like, you need depth in your squad. I'm sick.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear the injury yarn anymore. Yeah. Even me. We could have 4 players on the field that I know. I still want to win.
Yeah.
So be better, Titans.
Yeah.
Really. They need to. They need to.
Well, it's like not even their skill. It's just the effort areas that they seem to be lacking, especially in defence. Like a few of those tries that the Dragons just kind of ran through.
Raymond Fatala-Mariner on the edge there. It looks so dangerous, and they just couldn't stop him with that offload. Once he offloaded the ball.
Would you expect more, especially from a Desi Hazlitt coach team? Like
defence, that's all they
his
care
big
about.
thing. It's just built on defence,
Quickly,
built on effort.
Yeah, before we move on, I've seen a lot of analysts, like high regarded people in the game, big on the Titans. And I'm sorry, but I still don't see what they're seeing. Like, I just don't see it yet.
I could see it at the start of the season. I tipped them to improve a lot.
I've seen top 4 yarns, top 6 yarns.
Oh, nothing like that.
Like Cam Smith and
Cam Smith, he knows nothing.
Big players of like the game. Like,
but I could see them pushing for a top 8 spot. This game, it's not great, but I think they can still turn it around. I think just Desi, they were one of the best attacking teams last year.
Yeah.
Their defense was awful. You'd expect Desi Hasler
comes in
to put his systems in place, and that defense would be a lot better. They've got, if they can stay fit, their top 17 players is good. As you mentioned, the depth is not there. That's
their top 17 is
but their top
very
17
good.
is good. So if they can get back on the field and stay fit, I can see where people are coming from, where
Yeah, well,
they're going to improve.
They got the
But,
bye, so it's, good timing, I guess.
Yeah.
Desi gets another couple of weeks to implement what he wants to.
Firma was a little bit disappointing for mine.
Yeah,
Again, he didn't have a key half
he didn't get the ball.
inside him, so
Most of his runs he had to roam for and get it off the hooker. So it's sort of disappointing in that. Yeah. We'll move on.
yeah.
Cowboys and Dolphins.
Yeah, that's
Smashing.
good from the cow. They look good. They were probably my most impressive
Yeah. They
side of the week.
look so good.
They look quick. They look strong.
Their defense is fucking insane.
The defense was good. The attack was outstanding.
Yeah.
Labour was great. Valentine Holmes was great.
That inside flick fake for the try was fucking the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
Forwards were strong. Their edge, Nanai, Lukey, they were both really good. There wasn't a weak link.
Nah. Robson
was good.
He just fucking made the boys go forward. If it wasn't the quick play of the balls.
Drinkwater was outstanding at the back, just throwing the ball around.
And really, you could sort of say he didn't do much. And that's what they did. Wait till Drinky's doing things.
Yeah, but
scary.
A lot of what he did was unnoticed, I reckon. Like
100%.
He threw the ball around. It was kind of going from edge to edge, and it really, I think, just ran the Dolphins off the park, to 100%. Be honest.
By the 60th minutes, the Dolphins were spent.
Yeah.
They were spent. Their forwards are old.
I thought they'd be better, the Dolphins, to be honest. A little bit disappointed with them. It looked like they kind of gave up towards the end there.
They did. I think they just got an old forward pack.
Yeah.
Josh Kerr came on, brought him a bit of oof, and then that was it.
Because their forward pack is not the worst. Like,
it's not the worst, but they're just older. They're older blokes. Yeah. That's all. That's the issue.
And Ray Stone, he got a HIA and was ruled out. So
that didn't help the cause.
The forwards had to play extra minutes there, but
yeah, Cowboys look good. Yeah. Cowboys are the one team, in my opinion, who could finish second or 12th. When they're on, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's just those weeks that they're not on.
Yeah.
It's hard. Well, Cowboys fans can attest this. You saw it last year. When they weren't on, they were horrible to watch. And the Tigers, easy win.
Yeah, 2 points.
Thanks for coming. Tigers fans are up and about. Who would have thought the Tigers would have had 2 points before the Panthers?
Yeah.
So
that's it. 9th on the ladder. They love it there.
They love it there.
Love hanging out there.
That's their home.
So yeah, the most impressive team for me, I think, was the Cowboys.
I agree, 100%.
And the Titans, I'd say, was most disappointing.
Yep, I agree.
Let's get on to this week.
Let's do our tips of week 2.
Week 2.
I'm going for 2 in a row.
Broncos, Rabbitohs. Up at Suncorp, I think Broncos are going to bounce back here. I think it's a big game for them.
This is what's going to happen. I'm going to tip the Broncos, and the Bunnies are going to win. I'll tell you that right now. The Bunnies hate me, so I'm tipping the Broncos to win this one.
Yeah.
Big bounce back at home.
Yeah.
Ezra Man drama. I think they're just going to play footy and fucking get on with it.
That's what worries me a little bit. Is there too much distractions going on there for the Broncos?
I don't think Kevy seems to have that group humming.
We'll touch on the Ezra thing in a minute, but he came out and kind of said in his evidence that he was distracted during the game, and he pretty much said he played poorly because of that comment.
Yeah, because of the comment.
So,
which is fair. I guess
I'm worried. Then, like, I feel like that's going to put a target on his back. Like, we've both played cricket.
Yeah.
You know, if you think you can get inside someone's head, you're going to do it, aren't you?
Yeah,
and
the thing is with cricket, there's tall blokes surrounding you as a batsman, and you really can't talk back.
Yeah.
So in footy, you can.
You can, but I think teams are going to kind of go after not anything racial or anything, but they're going to have a go at him. They're going to try
pushing him off the ball.
They're going to try and get in his head.
Yeah, little things, pushing him off the kick.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
100%.
Whether hopefully he can play well.
I'm going to the Broncos only because Jack Whiten's still not back.
Yeah.
And I think when Jack Whiten comes back, Latrell will be held more accountable.
And Jai Arrow's out now for the Rabbitohs.
So season, I read, if they can't repair it correctly. I think the Broncos will just be too strong here.
Yeah. Especially up at Suncorp.
Yep.
they're going to be looking to bounce back.
They'll go a third, fourth, and fifth leg there. So
Sharks, Bulldogs.
yeah, I'm going Sharks 13 plus. I did not like what I saw from the Bulldogs.
I would not be surprised if the Bulldogs get an upset here. I'm still not convinced by the Sharks.
Please explain.
I'm still not convinced by the Sharks. I think they were just got absolutely run through the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, resilience.
The Bulldogs, they had absolutely no ball the whole game. When they had ball, they came up with 2 tries.
Okay. Please pick the Dogs this week.
I'm not going to pick the Dogs, but I'm just saying.
You reckon they can win it? Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised. I think the Sharks will win.
I can't see
but
it
I can
happening.
see a world where
We're at Shark Park.
yeah,
It's a Friday night. Bulldogs have just come off.
I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as everyone thinks. That's all.
I don't think it'll be
I
one-sided,
don't-
so to speak, but I think we'll win convincingly.
I don't think it'll be convincing.
Ooh, okay,
You know what?
Tell
I'll call it. I think Sharks will win 1-12.
I'm going 13 plus.
Yeah,
I think Sifa Talakai is going to have a field day. An absolute field day down that edge. Critters on the other side.
yeah. I don't know. I reckon Doggies will bounce back a little bit. They're not going to win, but I think they'll be better.
Yeah, if
And
Salmon...
I think Sharks.
If
Sharks.
Salmon...
I'm just not convinced by Sharks.
I am. Our defense was fucking so good.
No.
I think you're just being a bit petty there, my friend.
Panthers, Parramatta.
Panthers.
I think Panthers will win.
At home.
It's at home.
Couldn't score a point.
Yeah. If it was at Bankwest, or CommBank it is now.
50-50.
I'd be tipping Para, I think. But in Penrith, they've come off a loss.
With no points scored.
Yeah.
It's on.
They're going to be fired up, ready to go.
I dare say this is going to be the most old school footy you see from Penrith.
But-
in years.
In saying that, they haven't beaten Para in a regular season game for a couple of years now.
I think this will be it.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, the good storyline.
Yeah. I can see it being a good game for probably the first 50, 60 minutes. I think it'll be really
You never know,
close,
man.
really even.
Eels could do
and
it.
then I think Penrith will run away with it late. That's how I see
I
it.
think you're discrediting your boys. You played pretty well. I don't know why you're discrediting.
I'm not
I
discrediting.
think the Panthers will win, but I don't think it'll be... No, I think it'll be close the whole way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be like a 20-18. I think the Panthers will just edge you out.
Yeah.
Just like... I don't know. But Panthers not scoring any points just edges them for me just.
I'm just not convinced with Parramatta's edge defense. Like, Bulldogs didn't really test it at all. They had no ball.
And they still scored.
And they scored 2 tries down the edges late. So
Fair enough.
I
Maybe Parra just chilling.
Yeah, I don't know.
This game I'm very interested about, and I'll be watching it. I don't know. It just interests me a lot.
Raiders and Tigers.
A lot. It interests me a lot.
I'm going to go the Tigers here.
I'm going the Raiders.
I'm going the Tigers. I think Raiders were good,
Sebastian Chris is back.
but they've got the expectation. You know, they're great underdogs, but now they're expected to win. Are they going to have the same kind of...
I'm just picking them because they're at Canberra. I'll be honest. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no real reason.
I'm going Tigers because, you know, why not?
Come and sticky
Get
with it.
around the Tigers. And I don't like the Raiders team. Like, they're good players,
Oh, you just don't like them? Okay.
but
Fair enough.
I just don't like... I don't know. I'm not convinced by them yet.
Yep.
I know they had a great win, but I'm putting that more down to how poor the Knights were rather than how good the Raiders were.
Yep.
Raiders were solid. Don't get me wrong. They held the ball. They played really good round 1 footy. But I'm just going Tigers. I reckon Api Coruscant.
He's back. They're fresh.
They've got a few kind of... Like, even though they've performed terribly the last couple of years, I think on paper, they've got a decent team.
Decent side.
Like, their edge back rowers are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's going to be a coin flip. I'm just going the Raiders because it's at GIO.
Yeah.
That's it. Legit. No real reason.
Cowboys Knights. I think Cowboys, based on what we've seen.
Yeah, they look close to...
Knights were poor. Cowboys
Perfect.
were very good. It's at Townsville. I think this could be a big score.
I'm excited
for the
about
Cowboys.
Kai Pierce-Paul comes into the
Yeah.
back row / back line. I think if they're going to win games, he's going to play somewhat into it because his offloading ability was very good. So I'm excited to see him, and let's hope the Knights can bounce back. But I'm going to go to the Cowboys with you. Storm Wars. What do you think of that one?
I think
The old Anzac test.
Yeah. Well, they're not doing it this year. I think they've
sacked it.
They've sacked it. Storm Warriors. I think they're both playing, but against different teams.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So
we're getting it round 2 then.
Yeah. So
this one's tricky.
I think Melbourne will win.
Is that Melbourne?
It's at Melbourne.
I'm going to go Melbourne.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Still no Munster.
I still think they have enough.
Still no...
Wishart looked good when he came on.
Yeah.
Wishart looked really good. Pappenhausen wasn't that good, so wait till he can get some more game time. That's all I'll say.
But, yeah, I think just off the back of their defence...
so good.
But in saying that, the Warriors were really good as well.
It's hard because the Warriors played really well and lost. They just got out-muscled late. That's all it was.
Yeah.
They just literally got out-muscled late.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I'm not discrediting Deef, but, fuck, that must deter you a bit as a Warriors player. You're throwing, Sean Johnson still had one of his best kicking games ever. It was, I think, 5 repeat dropouts, and they still could get nothing off it.
Yeah.
I hope they can really fucking get through this time, but I'm still going the Storm.
Yeah.
Just maybe a 6-pointer.
I think this could be match of the round, this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Sea Eagles and Roosters. 4 o'clock, Sunday Arvo at Brookie.
4 o'clock on a Sunday, Brookvale.
Yeah.
That's their favourite slot, dude.
They love it there.
Cherry Evans, you know
It'll be
what?
a packed house. Good weather, I reckon.
Yeah, look.
Sun's out.
Part of me wants to go Manly by 1, but I'm just going to pick the Roosters by 2 or something. I think it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
If they win, I think Cherry slots some ridiculous field goal. But I'm going to just go the Roosters. But I'm talking just. It's a tricky one.
I'm going to go Manly. I reckon Tom has a good day out. Gets a hat trick.
Battle of the Birds. What a fucking way.
Battle of the Birds.
Battle of the Birds, dude.
Where was this in Vegas?
Yeah, screw the Rabbits. Where's the Battle of the Birds? Get it going. Yep. So I'm going to go Roosters. I think Teddy will do Teddy things and I'll just get it done.
Yeah.
I think Terrell May's in for a big one. He'll play 40 to 60, depending. So, yeah, that's my tip.
Yeah, I'm going to go Manly. Got to have some differences here.
We don't have to. We're just choosing to. And Dragons v Dolphins. I'm going the Dragons by a fucking landslide. And I don't know why the Dolphins are favourites.
Well, they're not. They're $1.98. Dragons are $1.86.
Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Well, there you go. I don't know why they're $1.98 either.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What, have I missed something?
It's at Redcliffe.
Is it called KO Stadium?
Yeah.
I love this shit, dude. Yeah, I'm going Dragons by 13.
I'm going to go Dolphins. I reckon Wayne will get the boys backfiring.
He'll definitely get them fired up, but I just don't think they have enough power.
Yeah.
Enough firepower off the bench. Dragons do. They got boys. Now, they don't just have Jacob Little. Holy fuck, he was good. So I'm going Drags.
Yeah.
Up the Drags.
Yeah, I'll go Dolphins. Why not?
Easy. There are tips. Do you want to just go through them quickly? Over the top. Broncos, Rabbits. Who you got?
Broncos.
I got Broncos too. Sharks, Bulldogs.
Sharks.
I'm with you. Panthers, Eels.
Panthers.
I'm going Panthers. Raiders, Tigers.
I'm going Tigers.
I'm going the Green Machine.
Okay. Stick with the favourites, mate.
Cowboys, Knights. I'm going the Cowboys just from what we saw. Storm, Warriors. I'm going Storm in a close one. Battle of the Birds, Manly and Roosters. I'm going Roosters by 2.
I'm going Manly.
And then I'm going Dragons and the Dolphins. I'm going the Big Red V.
I'll go the Dolphins. So you've gone with all the favourites, you absolute coward.
And I didn't even look at the odds. So good on you. How'd the favourites go for you last week, you bastard?
Well, I didn't tip many of the favourites.
I mean, you did. First 4 you did.
Hey, first 4?
I came steaming home. Warriors were favourites. Gold Coast were favourites. So, up the Drags. Anyways, there are tips. Again, Don't follow him.
No, don't follow.
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Let's move on, to the big talking point of the week, I guess, the Spencer Leniu thing. 8 weeks for it. You enjoying your medicine there?
I'm just thirsty. It's not that good, but I'm just thirsty.
Yeah, Spencer Leniu, 8 weeks. What'd you make of that?
8 weeks. Yep, it is what it is. That's all I'll say. Like, nothing I say will change what they're fucking.
Do you reckon it was harsh?
I don't think harsh is the word. I think 8's fine.
Yeah.
The whole yarn of like JT going banning for half the season.
Yeah, well, he wants
Like,
12 weeks at least. I think
for
that's
what?
Yeah.
Like, you get less for a punch. We're now in this scary. There'll be some punches thrown this year.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Now, say if there is a bit of racism on the field, you're not telling me that they're just going to wind up a few punches now?
Yeah.
100%. What do you think? I don't really have much to say on it. It is what it is. 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Give him whatever you think.
I think it was harsh. I think.
What would you give?
Well, Montoya got 4 weeks for a homophobic slur.
But now are we? How do you explain this? Are we putting one over the other?
Like, what's worse? Is it worse to be homophobic or is it worse to be racist?
That's for me. It's going to get to this point. It's like now you know if you're racist, you're getting 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Now if you know you're going to say something homophobic, you're done for 4.
Yeah.
So it's like.
What if you say something sexist? How many weeks you get there?
Probably 6. You're in the middle.
I think 4 to 6 weeks, I think, is probably what it deserved. I think 8 weeks is a little harsh. I think based on some of the tackles in the past, like when Latrell Mitchell fucking broke
Manu's
face.
Yeah, fuck.
He got 6 weeks for that.
3 days or something. Yeah.
So are you telling me that that's better? Like, if you're a player, are you preferred to have your face broken in half, or are you being called something like?
It's a tricky subject because now Ola Kawatu of Manly fame has come out and said, "Mate, I've been called a coconut."
Yeah.
Several amount of times while playing in the NRL.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be tricky. Is the word coconut going to be taken out of, is it going to be deemed racist now because he's pretty much showing his support to Leniu. I don't even know if they're mates. I think he's just saying, mate, I've been called fob, coconut, whatever word you can think of for an Islander.
Yeah.
And he goes, I thought that's just how it was, So he said it was harsh. And I'm just, because now it's going to open up a can of worms.
Well, there was rumours happening. I don't know the truth of them, but there were rumours going around that the Broncos and Ezra Mam, I don't know if it was him particularly or other players from the Broncos, but they were calling Leniu a coconut.
Yeah.
And then he kind of turned around and he was under the impression that it was all just banter, on the field. Kind of stuff.
At the end of the day, he's a footy player playing a physical sport. They don't really think what they're saying on the field.
They don't really think at all.
Like, they don't have time to think what they're saying. Like, they're playing fucking football.
Yeah.
Someone playing cricket, I don't really have time to think of sledges off the top of my head. It just comes naturally.
They're footballers. They don't think much in general.
That's a bit rough. Poor Will. We're never going to get a guest on here ever. It'll have to be a solo episode. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care much. 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, give him whatever. You're going to have people upset regardless of the amount. If he got 12 weeks, there'd still be people upset. So,
like the tackle on, what's his name? Alex McKinnon. They got 7 weeks, I believe.
Yeah. And
broke his neck and ruined his life. Like,
he's now in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still living a good life.
So you get 7 weeks for that, for ruining someone's career.
Yeah.
Breaking someone's neck, can never walk again. You call someone a monkey and you get more than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, there's obviously got to be a deterrent there. It's obviously something that we want to stamp out of the game.
100%. Racism isn't good anywhere. Doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing in the world.
I don't think the punishment fits the crime when you compare it to what people get for other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't compare it. That's the thing. You're not meant to compare case by case, are you?
Yeah.
That's where it's...
Like, the most similar thing we've had is Montoya.
Yeah.
And that was 4 weeks.
And
so
previous to that, they used to just fine for slurs.
Yeah, well,
I believe it was just fines.
It was Paul Gallen, I think, in 2009.
Was the most recent before this. Registered.
Where he, racially
and I think it
abused
was
someone.
Fainu.
I don't know who it was against.
Yeah.
But,
Anyways.
and it was just a 10K.
Times have changed those.
It was a 10K fine.
Yeah,
but,
times have changed since
2009, so a while ago. But
yeah,
that's the most recent precedent.
Yeah.
Obviously, warrants more than that now.
100%.
But yeah,
I don't really have many comments on it, man. It doesn't really faze me either way. Just don't be fucking racist and sort of maybe read the room. If the whole what they were saying, him and Coconut, whatever. Look, it's wrong also, and maybe he should put in a report. And if the Broncos boys have said that, maybe fess up to it. But in saying that, I don't think it's fair because they've got some Islanders on their team too. Why would you be insulting him when you've also got Pacific Islanders on your side? And majority of the makeup of the NRL now is Pacific Islander, and I'm like, wake up, just fucking boys, wake up. You know where the sand, where the line is drawn in the sand now. So fucking do something about it. Because if there's another one, let me tell you, that next person's fucked. Yeah, they'll get 10, 12, 14 weeks. I think they'll just increase it until it gets through to them. So,
he's come out, Leniu, and he's kind of said, I didn't realise it was a racial thing. I thought it was just like two brown boys.
Yeah. Lenyu's got to be smarter though.
Yeah. Which I find it hard to believe that he doesn't know that there's racial
he knows.
Connotations there.
I think he's just trying to lighten the mood, and good on him for trying, but people, it's already, people have their beliefs. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on because fuck that. Too much head noise for me to think about. Yeah. Don't be racist. End of story.
Don't be racist, but yeah.
And to anyone.
To anyone, yeah.
To anyone. I don't care.
Yeah. I think it's a bit harsh though. The thing I'm most disappointed in is he's going to miss the rematch.
Yeah, I think they've done that on purpose. Let's be real.
Yeah, because round 9, which will be the 8th of his 8-week suspension, Broncos Roosters play again.
Before we go, because I don't really want to talk about it much, I thought they would have given him a bit less for fessing up to it, honestly, as soon as he did.
Well, he pled guilty to it.
And everyone said, he should have done it while the game was on. No, he shouldn't have. Yeah. That would have been even worse. Yeah. What would the referee do in that situation? Can you send him off? Can you give him a red card for being racist? Yeah. I'm sort of glad he waited till the game was finished because that would have just opened up this fucking book that you don't want to open up.
Well, he didn't hear it, so how can he,
Exactly right, but you got to he's already taken, I'll report it. Yeah. So it's,
He's done all he can.
Anyways, that's just my last thing on it. I thought they would have been a bit less.
I mean, he came out and said he offered to fly up to Brisbane to apologise face to face.
And Mam turned it down.
He turned it down. And,
that's his opinion. Rights. Yeah, 100%.
But, he's obviously...
I wouldn't really want an apology face to face.
But at least he's, remorseful. He's making the effort.
He's definitely being honest.
Doesn't excuse what he's done, but...
No, 100%. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
What else have we got to talk about that isn't sad and soppy?
Let's get on to our bet of the week, eh?
Let's do it.
Make some people some money.
Yep, let's do it. I was close. Thanks, TWZ. Thanks, Gutho, you fucking bastards.
Yeah,
Gutho was close.
Mine didn't get up. I don't think any of the legs worked, to be honest.
One got up. More Talo.
Have you got, what's yours for this week? You got it ready?
Yeah. I'm going Mortal again. He's away from Critter. If he was on Critter's side, I'd be a bit nervous, but, he's not. So I'm going Mulatalo again. He sort of always scores for us, and I think he will continue to do so. So that's one leg. I think, I think Critter's going to score too. He always scores against us. I know he's played for the Panthers, but...
Have you got the odds for this, or do you want me to look it up?
Look it up, mate. My phone's up there, dude. So I'm going Mulatalo and I'm going Critter anytime. And then my final one, I'm going to go Lomax.
Ooh.
Anytime against the Dolphins.
Oh, I like that.
3-legger, 2 in the same game. So if we're disappointed Friday night early.
Yeah. Who have you got? Mulatalo
and Critter. And then I've got Zach Lomax. It's like I need a new phone or something.
Lomax.
Yep. What's that paying, my friend?
$11.44.
Let's go to that. I'm going Mulatalo anytime. I'm going Critter anytime. And I'm going Zach Lomax anytime. That's my bet of the week.
I like it.
What's yours?
We spoke about it earlier. I think Cronulla will win, but I think it'll be close. So I'm going them 1 to 12. That's paying $2.65 there. And I'm just going to go Tigers head to head.
Yep. Wow.
And I'm going to go Tom Trbojevic to score a try.
Oh, yeah. You're going a bit of everything. Bit of this, bit of that.
Mix it up. Because I think he's gonna have a big one at Brookie.
Yep. Fair enough. What's that paying?
That's paying $21.21.
Well, there's our bets of the week.
So, bit of value.
Follow if you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to if you don't want to. Gamble responsibly and...
Look, you win some, you lose more. But I quite like this one.
Yeah, I actually like both of them. Except for
I think it's going to happen.
I don't know. Sharks one scares me.
Yeah.
Because Nico was off, Trindle was off, and we still won that game.
Yeah.
Due to some brilliance. Imagine when they're on. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think
you just hate the Sharks, dude.
I don't hate them. I'm not as convinced that they were that good.
Oh no, that's the best I've seen us defend. If we do half of that, we still win, just off defense. Because we have defended poorly in previous years.
Yeah, but the Warriors didn't throw that much after the first 20 minutes.
Come on. That's cat.
No.
Sean Johnson's kicking game was incredible.
No.
Short kicking game was incredible. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
His short kicking game was incredible.
No.
I beg to disagree on that one.
I think they were. The first 20 minutes they was the best I've ever seen the Warriors play.
It's the best I've seen them play in general. It doesn't matter
but
who
after
they're
that, I think they just kind of, I don't know, used up all their energy in the first 20. And
anyways, beg to agree to disagree there.
I think you're just a biased Sharks fan, mate.
No, I think you're the fucking biased one here. You just hate us.
I don't hate you.
I think he was
I
going
like
to
the
beat by
Sharkies.
60.
I like the Sharkies, but I don't think they're as good as what you're making them out to be.
He was definitely good since Highmarsh left.
You've already bought your fucking grand final tickets off the back
I'm not Eels fans. Eels fans already. I've seen a few Facebook posts after one round. Not good.
Well, you'll see a lot more if we beat Penrith this week.
True. You'll see fucking. I'm getting a tattoo this weekend.
I want to bring up something here.
Yep. Bring it up.
Maccas.
Oh.
Have you seen what they brought out today?
Dude, if you want the truth, no. I haven't.
You know how they've got their monopolies, and I love my Maccas monopoly.
Yeah.
Now they've done something here. It's like a monopoly, but without like the actual monopoly. So they've got the stickers, and you win prizes.
Okay.
But there's just no monopoly man for it. It's like a little mini monopoly just to get you through.
So you're up and about for this month. This month is Will's month.
I'm confused. Like it shocked me because normally September is Monopoly time. I've got it marked on the calendar.
His ears are up.
It's the first Wednesday of September every year.
For fuck's sake, dude.
Got it noted down, ready to go.
Jesus, that's addictive.
Counting down the days, but they've just thrown this at me, a bit of a curveball. Because I've been trying to eat healthy, trying to be good. Exercise a little bit more. Been going to the gym. Just working on the rough rig.
Yeah.
I'll be making my way off the show soon. But Maccas, they've realised they're a big fan of the show. Yeah, they've gone. We can't be having that.
He'll be hitting Maccas right after
they're
this,
like,
guys.
What can we do
to get him back?
We've got until September to wait till Monopoly. Let's throw in a little mini Monopoly for him. Just
Yeah.
You can't get it on the drinks. Can't get it on any of the burgers or anything else. It's just on the fries.
So you've ordered 6 large fries.
I haven't yet, but I'll be going straight after here. So yeah, just something to keep your eyes out for.
Oh God!
For your viewers and listeners at home.
Pray for Will, everyone.
Go to Maccas. Because
it's an ad. It's not an ad, but it's an ad.
Get them sponsoring the show, eh?
Anyways, fucking Will's addiction to Maccas is taking over.
So,
UFC happened this weekend.
yeah.
Jack Della Maddalena, I've butchered that, but he's Aussie. He went up against Gilbert Burns, who's a fucking dog. He goes hard, and he got the job done with a flying fucking knee.
The Aussie did?
Yep, he got the job done, and he's now called out the most dangerous man in the UFC, so that will be fucking hectic to see what he can do there. His name is Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Right.
He's fucking scary. Like proper... Blokes don't want to fight him.
Yeah. He's
getting to that point already, and he's only fought 3 times, I think. So Jack's called him out. Shout out to Jack. If he can get that done, holy fuck. And then Sugar Sean, the champion, fought Cheeto Vera. Cheeto took the filthiest knee to the mouth I've ever seen and just stood there and continued to fight. The difference from round 1 to round 5 of his face, it's fucked. So Sugar won that one convincingly, but shout out to Cheeto, man. That he is a modern day warrior, like fucking ridiculous. Look up the knee when you can, Will, just to see the contact. You'll be fucking shocked that he stood there. So he won that one, and that was UFC for me.
Good on him.
It was all good fights, but those 2 for me were fucking unreal. So up the Aussie, get around him. Max Verstappen wins another F1 race by about 160 seconds. So the season's going to be wrapped up in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's good for F1 fans.
That's good. Let's move on.
And that's it.
Cool.
That's my wrap up.
That's your wrap up. Little international wrap up there, right?
That's it. Why not?
What's your question?
Question of the week this week. It's a few questions.
I
just want to know your stance on some things.
This could be dangerous.
Let's start now. Does bottled sauce belong in the fridge or the pantry? I'm talking tomato barbecue. Does that belong in the fridge?
Pantry.
Or does that belong in the pantry?
Pantry.
I'm with you. Thank you. Chocolate. So, chocolate. Probably a block. Let's talk a block because, you're smashing down
I've got a 10 kilo block of chocolate at home.
Holy fuck. Why do you have that?
I won it at Time Zone.
Of course you did. What are you doing? Because with a chocolate bar, you just throw that bitch down. That goes down quick.
Yeah.
Are you putting that in the fridge or is that sitting in the cupboard on the, in the pantry?
Well, it's in my room at the moment. It doesn't fit in the fridge or the pantry.
Well, okay, let's just say a kilo block that will fit in your fridge. Are you putting that in the fridge or are you putting that in the pantry?
I'm putting it in the pantry, but I'm not opposed to putting it in the fridge.
Exactly how you said that, I agree. Like everyone's like one side or the other. I'm like, if it's in the fridge, cool. If it's not, cool.
I think, especially when in the summer, it's nice. It's a nice, I don't know. It feels more like a little treat when it's in the fridge.
That's true. It's like you get a couple and you just crunch at them. Yeah, I see that.
Whereas if it's
in the pantry, you just
can
walk
have the whole
past,
thing. Yeah.
tunk, see ya, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So those are my quick questions of the week. I'm glad we have the same stances. Because that sauce one gets a lot of people fired up.
Yeah.
The whole counter-argument. But it says on the packet that it has to go in the fridge once opened. I'm like, yeah, you live your life through rules every day. You've never broken a rule, have you? Fuck, all right.
But it just doesn't taste as good. It's like...
I agree.
You've got hot food. Why do you want it cold?
Dude, I thank you for having some common sense. We're going to get a lot of hate for this, but thank you. Because it fucking fires me up. If I'm having some hot chips, dude, I'm not putting...
You don't want something cold with it.
Cold over it, but it'll cool it down. I don't want to cool down my fucking hot chips from the shop that I just got.
You want it hot. If you want cold chips...
Almost 60 kilos of fucking chicken salt over the top, steaming hot, bit of gravy on the side.
Your chicken salt or regular salt?
I'm a chicken salt guy, especially for hot chips. Hot chips, it makes sense. And if we've got any international listeners, chicken salt is, I think, only produced in Australia.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe.
It's an Australian thing.
We're very sick in the head and we're the only ones that do it.
Yeah.
Chicken salt is dead set normal salt, chicken flavoured.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's fucking outrageous. So good. Anyways, that's my question of the week.
I thought it was a worldwide thing.
Everyone thought it was American, but someone actually looked it up and it turns out it's the Aussies.
Yeah, right.
So get around us. That's what I'll say.
Fuck, we're good.
We are good. And that's all I've got. So thank you for agreeing with the, questions.
No worries. Let's That's it for today, eh?
You got anything you want to add?
Nah, all done.
All right. In saying that, Sharks forever, Heels never.
Yeah, you'll be losing this week. Go the doggies.